Welcome to Centinela de Cristo.
Blessings. This is Pastor Luis Luciano from Oklahoma. Friday, July the 11th. Further thought. Read Ellen G. White, Moses, pages 251 to 256 in the book Patriarchs and Prophets. The dramatic burning bush call was probably the most transformative experience in Moses' life. All other high points in his life depended on his positive, obedient response to God's commissioning him to lead the Hebrews out of Egypt and to the Promised Land. Sure, we know how it all turned out, but put yourself in Moses' place. At the time of the burning bush, he had fled from Egypt to save life. A new generation of Hebrews had come on the scene over the 40 years, many of whom probably knew little about him, or maybe even what they heard about him was wrong, filtered through stories that over time get distorted. And yet now, he was called by God to lead these same people away from a powerful nation. No wonder he was reluctant at first. Yes, it was an extremely demanding task. But imagine what he would have missed if he had given a final no to God. He might have just disappeared into history instead of through the power of God working in him, literally making history and becoming one of the greatest and most influential people, not just in the Bible, but in the world itself. Discussion questions. Number 1. In the quiet years spent in the desert, Moses did what God called him to do. He was a family man, took care of sheep, and wrote 2 biblical books under God's inspiration before he was called to be a great leader of God's people. What does Moses' experience teach us about our duties in life? Number 2, one can argue that on the surface, Moses' excuses were in and of themselves pretty reasonable, were they not? Why should the people believe me? Who am I to begin with? I can't speak well. What should this story tell us about how to learn to trust that God can enable us to do what he calls us to do? Number 3, dwell more on the point made in Sunday's study about Moses' authorship of the book of Genesis and how important the work is to understanding sacred history and the plan of salvation. Why must we fight against every attempt, and there are many, to weaken the authority of the book, especially by denying the historicity of particularly the first 11 chapters?